Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So yeah, Solana did in the end break below this wave 2 low in white. And I made you aware if this happens, we will have to change the wave count. Because as per the Elliott wave rules, a wave 2 cannot go below the beginning of the wave 1. Which means if this was supposed to be a wave 1 in orange, then the wave 2 should have stopped above $33.60. Well, it didn't. We broke below it, or $33.70. We broke below it even though it was just here a wick basically, or 2 wicks, yeah? And the candle on the hourly didn't close below that level. Again, it's a bit of a gray area in the Elliott wave method, especially in crypto where you have a lot of volatility. Had it just come down a little bit below that 33.70 level, I wouldn't have had much of a problem with it. But because the wick is quite long, and we actually came down to $33, that is quite a bit below 33.70. We have to change the wave count. I'm not feeling comfortable with counting this as a 1-2 anymore. It would just be against anything that you should do. Right, so we have to tidy up this wave count now. That hopefully then will give us a clue about the next likely moves. And I mean, all we are doing here at the moment is really evaluating and investigating if the low could have been here, if the low could have been in already here at $26.60, at the wave 5 low, which I did consider as a truncated low. And I told you before that I am not comfortable with counting this as a truncated low, which means the wave 5 did not make a lower low. This is possible in exceptional circumstances, but for that we need to see price action that justifies it. So until we moved up here in this strong move up, all the way up to $42.70, I did not want to look at this as a truncated low wave pattern. However, I then put it on the chart to investigate it, and to follow it further. But again, we now came down too much, so I'm actually thinking my initial skepticism was correct, and it might make sense to restructure this entire thing, because I'm not comfortable anymore with this strong move down to count this as a truncated low. That means we can make a few changes to the chart here, based on latest movements. So there are basically two possibilities. One possibility, that is the one that I'm currently in favor of, is that what we do is the wave 3 stays where it is. We put this here as wave 4, and then the wave 5 came down here a little bit lower than the wave 3. This is possible. It's a short wave 5, but possible based on the wave degree, in my opinion. That is, you can justify that. Technically, nothing wrong with it. And that means the low could have been in here. This is another possible option. The reason, just for explanation, the reason why I do this is because I am not convinced of a truncated low option anymore. Not with this strong price decline. It could still be, though, that the low was in already for Solana. But based on this, and to be honest, I don't really know why I didn't look at it before like that, but based on this here, the low could have been in here at $25.80 roughly. This would have been the lowest low. We don't then need to look at this in terms of a truncated low. Not comfortable, as I said, anymore with a truncated low based on the retracement that came down here. But for a lower low here, possible, okay? So we can then count this as a leading diagonal, as we did before, as a wave 1 here. That would then be here though, when we came down in a wave 2 here. Then we can look at the wave 3 here, the wave 4 here. And again, because I always get the questions, you can absolutely overlap wave 1 and wave 4, especially, well, not pretty much only in a diagonal pattern, okay? So this is possible. Strictly, the only place where a wave 1 and a wave 4 cannot overlap is if they are in a wave 3. So we can count this as a diagonal. This would then count as a wave 1, which means that we cannot take that out. Which means that we could consider that we are currently in a wave 2. So that basically all of this move was a wave 1 with no truncated low. I'm actually not too uncomfortable with this. And it's definitely a valid way of counting this. Yeah. So wave 1 up and currently wave 2 down. The reason also why I do this is because what is coming down here at the moment is actually mostly of corrective nature. So we can look at this now from an Elliott wave, Fibonacci retracement point of view, where we would expect this to end. Yeah? And you can see we already reacted to the 50% Fib retracement level. Now, probably a very likely one would now be the 61.8% Fib level, from where we could expect possibly a reversal to the upside, so either from here, or I would say the next one is the 78.6% Fib level. That is at $29.41. So, or from here, yeah, in the bullish scenario. How would we count the wave 2 in itself? Well, the wave 2 in itself, I would count in this case probably as a WXY pattern. So where we came down actually here in a WXY. And we would be currently in the wave Y. And this is how we can look at it, yeah, from a sort of bullish point of view. Just also uploaded a video on XRP. I would recommend you watch that XRP video, because in the XRP video I've got two possibilities. Again, still a bullish one, which is similar, which is sort of the 1-2-1-2 scenario, but again here we haven't violated the wave low, so we can still count it as 1-2-1-2. But then the alternative would be a bearish option. Yeah, this bearish option is not on the table here at the moment for Solana, at least not yet, because again, what I said, what is coming down here at the moment at least looks corrective, not impulsive. Therefore, we can count this rather as a 1, this as a 2, and we would then expect a move up in a wave 3. This is how it's looking. However, this would be invalidated should we go below $25.80. And then we would have certainty that no, this is still going to go much lower, or at least lower. And one target for that, again, that was my original target here for ending that low, or ending that overall correction, was around was between 19 and 21 US dollars. So this is currently how I see Solana. Next key support would be pretty much, well, there isn't much left now. Yeah, if we drop much more and we dropped through these two Fib levels that I just gave you, I think we could go quite quickly actually to that $26.70 level, and then from there to $25.80. All right, and that is my view about Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.